Hello? Hi, Avery. Can you let me know how the audio is? Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? Are we balanced? Audio seems fine? Okay. We're still in the trial. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means?
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility!
Hehe, well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double,
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. That hardly told us anything. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Maybe because he is. Look at that.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In West Clownfit.
Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? Was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good.
Your name?
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walking into this plot.
Without the humor, please.
Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
Thank goodness. What you witnessed.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing?
That was the most unhelpful testimony I've ever heard in my life. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness?
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, I can't wait!
Poor Gumshoe.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
What you witnessed, please.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes.
Okay, this is the testimony that I'm not allowed to press everything. Oh, okay. I went straight back to my room. I was tired. I glanced out the window. That's when I saw they were a bit far away. It was a ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Okay. I'm gonna try this one. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away.
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? All right, everybody knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? Okay, well, I wasn't punished. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head.
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what's waiting for you. A nice penalty. That's a big penalty. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what'll it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? afraid. I don't know. Pleasant? Eh. Huh? I mean, okay. I'm so scared. Of course I have grounds to make this claim. Then let's hear it. That's something I can't share with you at this time.
What did you just say, Mr. Wright?
I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge.
Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we could give it another shot.
Yeah, you're right. Yo! No. I don't... Well, see, right now, I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that. Then this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. Oh, there's no... Wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time, I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly. That's right, what he said. Bailed out by the judge. What an honor indeed. If we must penalize Mr. Wright for his display, I think a verbal censure would be best. Huh? You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There's no room for baseless hounding in this courtroom. I'll take the one. I will take that. I guess he didn't really bail me out after all.
You know, most testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different.
Yeah, I noticed. We just gotta pinpoint what's changed.
You could do it, Nick.
Maybe this. You just happened to glance out of the window.
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls.
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Do it. Do it, Phoenix. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump.
I forgot he said that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, owie, ow.
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls. Please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say,
Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
How'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yup, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... Okay, maybe now I go to the end? I'm so scared. Was the ringmaster... Okay. We've read this already. Okay. Do you have any? Yes. I'm gonna pray that his testimony counts against him. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great... Oh, I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says that he looked out of the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a crack clown Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Clowns are onions, ? Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again! So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yup, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls. Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. The silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. He only listed 2 symbols, but I don't know how much of a difference that actually makes. There's no doubting I saw his uppity symbols, the silk hat, and the black cloak. They were all there. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try. My gut is telling me to try. Oh, let's go. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. Can we agree this cross-examination is one of the worst in the entire trilogy? Absolutely. I 100% agree. Mo gives me so much stress. Also, hi, Aremla. Welcome. How are you? 3 symbols. Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Mo's just the worst in more than one way. He's so annoying. Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.14. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious that it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony?
There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How would you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How would you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. The second worst character in the trilogy, Trillo is an adventure for sure. I'm doing pretty good, how are you?
Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling?
Nick, this is your last chance.
The Silhouette Part 2. Here we go. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. But he picked it up. It was left at the scene of the crime. According to Discord, you've been busy recently? Yeah, I've been trying to work on my commissions and stuff. Though I had art block, so I was trying to get rid of that. And I've been grinding games, so... busy in my own way. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I have got some commissions, yes. I need to work on them, but I've been struggling. I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me that there is a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. One chance is all I need. Haha, big words, Phoenix! It's okay. I think I got this, but I'm going to save because I am scared. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. But he dropped it. There we go. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yup, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Order, order, order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all of this? You can hear the judge thinking we have to continue for another day. I was excited for my longer weekend. I feel so bad he's gotta deal with this. He's been an MVP though. No jokes in the courtroom from Mo. It's all thanks to Judge. You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? All thanks to Uji. For real, for real. You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Does the court record show the age of Mo? Yes. No matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. What? Yeah, he's 46.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I swear I saw him, it was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat.
Sounds about the correct age for an annoying clown. Fair enough.
I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene.
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo.
What do you want?
Objection, that hat was based. You like the hat, Kimono? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Urgh. I'd walk in public in a top hat if it was morally acceptable. Is it not morally acceptable? Wait, is it not? Why can't people wear top hats in public? What's wrong with that? You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? That definitely sounds like something that would be morally acceptable, right? Like, what's wrong with the top hat? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Yes.
Take that!
Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Ay, 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 ay.
So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor. Objection, that's clearly a beetle. He does kind of look like one, not gonna lie. I also love this song. Ace Attorney soundtracks go so hard. This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
My guy, you are under oath.
You wait a second.
I think you've said more than enough for today. Gonna use it in a new vid if you remember. Yes, you should.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes?
The testimony you've provided up till now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Oopsie.
Order. I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
You're not gonna believe this, but it's true, I tell you.
He just committed to perjury, a federal crime with the penalty of imprisonment of up to 5 years. In other words, we got rid of Mo. Let's go! It's over for him! Seems like a win to me, yeah. Too bad it seems like none of the other people that lie in the court get arrested. They don't respect. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... Whee! It's because the other people aren't a really annoying clown. I guess so. This is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew! He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. This music perfectly illustrates the clown music. It truly does, honestly. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I mean, they do when they're standing at the scene, though, but okay. Unless they were floating the entire time. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. Renee did it, I sentenced her to getting balded. No! No! I'm the lawyer here. It wasn't me. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why would you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? I mean... What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth. Because lawyers never are the guilty party. Case 4. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But I'm innocent. Because this is not case 4-1. Therefore, it isn't the lawyer. That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be so fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I bet it was Rodeo hopping away from the crime scene. Well, you know, he is white. He could have been hiding there the whole time and no one would have noticed him. For context, Rodeo is one of my pet rabbits. For anybody who didn't know. If we just ignore the entire foundations of our justice system, if we just want to end this trial right now, I believe that is enough for today. Court is adjourned. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. It's not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Ah yes, the flying criminal. He needs to recharge his crystals to fly. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. It wouldn't be the craziest thing this game has done.
Nick?
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep. Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? but I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow, how'd you do that, Nick? You're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. What was the added benefit of this conversation? It just proved that Maya has 0 brain cells.
You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. All right, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes. Oh, wait.
What with your whining? Let's just give it a shot already. All right, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't going to work. I think that was established in the very first case that she has no brain cells. They're really hammering it in, you know?
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry.
Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See, even they're surprised by the idea. I told you.
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. There it is. Now that I've got the ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing the symbols? What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. I do really like their names, it's a good pun. Yeah, I like them too. I like Ben a lot. Trillo is a little too much for me. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw.
I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such a sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that.
Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato.
So, how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because the jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trilloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too.
Alright.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. But if she's with the tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry and get out of here.
Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. I mean, fair enough.
They still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Pearly got one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face.
Remind me to never invite her to my office. Okay, maybe not here then.
Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room.
That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something?
I mean, it was snowing.
You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat.
And they call this the face of someone who already knew that.
What?
A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket.
Huh? Where? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats.
You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
No, I want it though. Let me have it. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip, no way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us, and every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room, got it, pal?
Francisca Von Karma.
When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out.
So we gotta wait.
Mo's not here.
If he was here, you would have been able to tell before you stepped into this room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away.
What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself?
I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes.
He must really love his work. Well, okay, to the detention center, I guess. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business.
Wild. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you?
Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you.
Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But
I've won the world stage. I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix.
International Grand Prix?
Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I simply cannot tolerate.
Ambition, huh?
something about what Max just said rings true to my ears.
Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring.
We're sorry to make you tell it again.
You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I could tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At the time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and there and be a happy man, and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim.
Wow.
By the way, I think everyone who's a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya.
My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them.
Learn how to get thrown in jail? Alright, I guess we're gonna go hand it to Ben. Here you go.
Would you mind taking a look at this?
It's...
I guess we won't need you to look at this after all.
What?
Is there anything else I could give him? This?
Oh, okay.
Maybe I can go,
Nope.
Okay.
Ah, there we go.
Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria.
Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood.
All right, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy.
Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction?
Bzz, wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it.
okay, what's your answer?
Because they're in the cafeteria.
Exactly, it's an incredibly sad place, that cafe.
I did it.
What's going on? He's being too nice.
Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me I didn't think it was gonna be so tough.
Tough.
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning that I had to smash watermelons.
I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How could you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you like 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just
Flew through the air.
It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psyche lock. He must be telling the truth. What about you? Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too.
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Sus. Max's bust should be on the small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden. The bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Aww.
Max G bust. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Well, on the morning of the crime, over on the bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I can see its title.
Yikes! It says, "To the murderer."
Murderer? Yup, that's what it says, but the rest of it's been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing?
Huh. Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead.
Follow up? The morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. That's around when Max clunked Ben over the head. Sorry I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning. Okay. Hey, Ben. Why won't you talk to me? Why? Fine, they want me to talk to Max. Present this.
Do you know anything about this note?
The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing?
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you could find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. You're so annoying. You're so annoying.
Give me the thing!
Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat.
You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is.
I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place.
Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster.
Let's go.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual.
Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma.
Nick, what is that? That beeping sound.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, quick! See ya, pal!
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as— Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip.
Von Karma? She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide the look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
My dad? You must meet the esteemed Manfred von Karma.
Of course, your dad. I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this? Or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again. One more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth.
What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me.
Huh? A little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone.
Huh?
It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I...
Nick, what does she mean?
Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with a case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then, one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead?
I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world. He's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. The PTSD I'm feeling. Edgeworth. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands.
Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma?
What?
I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too!
What in the world happened?
This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen.
Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk with a performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick.
Acro's room! Bird! I forgot he had Bird! Oh my gosh, look at them. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes! Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro.
Mr. Acro?
How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here.
Acro, you're a member of the circus as well?
That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Now he's so sad! Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver.
It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes, I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. You think? With the way she acts?
Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess.
Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina?
Sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful.
The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right?
Ooh.
Psyche locks! It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my leg during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window.
That's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air.
He?
Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick.
Okay. What do we need for this?
About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured?
I'm sorry. I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice.
An accident during practice?
Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries.
He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury?
Okay, yeah, I definitely don't have anything for that.
What about this thing?
What's this?
That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder.
In the cafeteria?
What happened?
He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source.
Her?
Regina, ask her about it.
Uh-huh.
Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him.
Acro won't even look at it. Looks like something's really weighing on him. Okay. Regina.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake.
A mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much.
I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father.
That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. But star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that.
What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so?
Yeah, you will. I think.
I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
I wonder if everything's alright with Regina.
Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you saw that monkey, could you get you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me.
I don't want to get it. I'll get it for you.
Leave it all up to us.
Guess there's no turning down that request.
Yay, you're really gonna do it?
Look at this. Regina, have you ever seen this before?
I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket?
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast.
That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket?
Yup, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there! How'd you know?
So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this. There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max.
She's already flown off into her own little world.
Nick, I want to try flying too.
Okay, I'll think about it. Heh. Now what?
Oh. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
Smells so good in here, and those burgers look great.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite'll send you into hamburger heaven.
I bet. I can tell by the smell.
Oh, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power.
Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you going to do?
That's all I thought about the past few days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo.
All that's left is to see if anyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy. You know? What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, dang, dang. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean, no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek, 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 eek. Mo, I'm right, aren't I?
Oh, there's so many Psyche locks.
So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident.
Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, eh? Get over it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus?
Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it?
The cause? The cause? The cause?
Wait.
It's Acro. Is he in his room today?
Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him.
I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat.
That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine.
Huh?
He's always been a very private guy. When he came here, he was only about 10 years old. We had just started the Bear Dig Circus around the time that Russell took him in. These are really hard memories to bring up.
Acro was so happy to have joined the circus.
He was especially grateful to the ringmaster, and I'm sure he's grateful to you too.
Huh? He's grateful to me too? Aw, shucks. You guys are exaggerating.
He's fidgeting around so much, you can tell that he's embarrassed.
That's not helping me at all. Huh?
Why won't you talk to me? Okay, Ben is just not gonna do anything for me, I guess. That's lovely.
He must have taken Max in for questioning again.
There really isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway.
You're right, I guess. All right, let's go then.
Yay! Do I go back to Acro? Regina.
She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl's an animal tamer?
It seems animals are not the only thing she tames.
Huh?
Max, the ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child.
I'd say it seems that way.
That's why she could be so cruel.
What?
Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel. I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina. Money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Interesting. Maybe I look here?
Ew, it's a huge pile of trash.
One man's trash is another monkey's treasure.
I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things.
He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right?
Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that?
Hey, it's a picture of Regina.
Well, she is a shining beauty.
No objections here.
Huh?
You can see the big top from the window here.
There's no snow on top of the big top. Kinda weird, don't you think?
The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts.
I guess you're right. The snow probably just slides right off.
How do I get them to talk about what happened? What's this? That's what we want to know. We already did that. The cafeteria. I already did ask Regina. Heh? Acro, please take a look at this photo for us. No problem. This is how it ended for him. Such a shame. He seems awfully calm, but his eyes have a look of sorrow and profound pain. If my legs weren't like this, I would have been able to prevent this from happening. That's an absolute certainty.
Acro. Well, that's a little weird. But that doesn't help me. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? He just loves to cause nothing but trouble, that cute little monkey. But don't you think using a tiger to scare him is a bit much? Huh? Why is that? Do you really have to ask that? It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing. It's not dangerous at all. Regent's just a little kitten.
I've seen plenty of kittens. And that's no kitten. Okay, I'm stuck. I need to... turn about big walk. Where do I go? Okay. We talk to Acro. Go to Mo's room. Oh, okay. The one place I didn't check. Mo's room.
Mo's not here.
What's that? I hear something.
Stop it, Nick! You're scaring me! Nick, it's money!
That monkey's holding something.
That's it! That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember?
All right, time to take on this monkey, attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay or ooh ooh ooh. Monkey.
Yikes! Wah!
I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did.
Nick, you...
I swiped it while Money was distracted.
Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it.
Huh? You could see it fine from where you are.
You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume.
Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I could get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now?
It doesn't fit me at all.
Oh, well, I guess it's time for you to lay off on the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Okay. Regina!
Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl.
Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it doesn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's?
You know, the lion she told us about.
Oh, the one that someone killed. Oh my gosh, finally. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he?
That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know, gah. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that?
Anyways.
Oh, anyways, what was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during the practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. Okay, cause of the accident, we have it now. Take that! Come at me, Mo. Okay. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right?
How did you... I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts.
Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right?
Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
He's involved in this too.
He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? I mean, it's gotta be Acro, right? It must have been Acro, right?
How? How'd you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No. No way!
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please, tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Let's go!
It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had.
What? How would it have been better?
He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see.
How is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Huh?
The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
Who's Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina.
6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why'd he do that?
I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
He? You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling.
Violence.
Some sick grin.
No way! That's impossible!
A smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had.
The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Achoo! Achoo!
Nice, what a wonderful sneeze.
Huh, you think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Hehe, does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh?
I think we go now. Actually, you want to talk about him? Nope. All right then. How long are you gonna stand here, Ben? Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else?
We're back because Acro's hiding while his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Okay.
Take that!
About the wheelchair. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? I guess this.
Take that!
Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone.
Take that!
Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo. He must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psyche lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive.
Take that!
Regina, you always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you. Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina is incapable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Duh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along.
Take that!
This... Where did you get it?
Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it?
That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Let's go! My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I could put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too, but that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing.
And that's when the accident happened.
He just wanted to take her out, to the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chomped down, I jumped toward him, and Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh, yeah. I wanted you to take a look at this.
What is it?
This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross, it's covered in blood.
This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously.
Oh,
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick,
I know, Mo said the same thing.
what do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial.
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness?
Come, Acro, let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you could use.
This is all beginning to come together now. Let's go. I think we're going to end here for today since I have some other stuff I need to do. So thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to be finishing up this trial next time. Bye-bye.